Hello, hello. Welcome to your math lesson for Tuesday, April 28th. Hope you guys are having a good day. Our math lesson today is really doable. The page is really doable. So I'm hoping that you guys are seeing the page and thinking, yes, this is going to be fine. I am going to be good, okay? All right, so we're talking today about talking more about making change. We talked a little bit yesterday about making change in the rules that go along with that. Now, counting back to change is what we talked about yesterday. Let's talk about those rules one more time. Remember that change is the amount spent subtracted from the amount given. So if I'm selling a book, here's my book. I'm selling this book for $10 and you give me, or maybe we'll say $10.50, and you give me $12. How do I give you the change in return, right? So remember, you should always be making change with the fewest number of coins and bills. So I owe you, let's see, if it's 10.15, you give me 12, we count up, right? Another 50 cents would be 11, and then another dollar would be 12. I owe you $1.50. I should not be giving you 150 pennies, right? I should not be giving you that many coins. I should be trying to find the smallest amount of coins that I can give you to make that change. So again, you could do 5 dimes, right, and $1. That would be $1.50. But that's not the least amount of coins that you can make. The least amount is going to be 2 quarters and $1, right? That's the least amount of coins. And then when you're counting back change, remember, you give the smaller denominations first. So you wouldn't count up by $1 and then do the 50 cents. You do the 50 cents and then $1. But again, that's that part where it's kind of whatever works best for you is fine by me. As long as you're using the least amount of coins as possible, that's all I want. So let's talk a little bit more about making change today. Look at the yellow box up top. $10 is greater than $6.17. We need change. Start with the amount owed, which was $6.17, and give change until you reach the amount paid, which is $10. So you're starting with what is owed, and you're counting up to what they gave you, all right? So look down below, it says $6.17. We're going to add 3 pennies to make it $6.20, and then we're going to add 1 nickel to make it $6.25, and then we're going to add 3 quarters to make it $7, and then we're going to add $3 to make it $10. That's what they gave you, so there's their change, okay? So let's practice with this. The exact same process down below. Give change using the fewest pieces of money, so the fewest pieces of coins, fewest bills. So the shoes, guys, are $16.19. The customer gave us $20. There's a $20 bill there. So we need to count up from $6.19 to $20 using the least amount of coins and starting with the smallest one first. All right, so we have pennies. How many pennies do we need to get to $16.20? I'm hoping you're saying 1. So put 1 penny. And then how many nickels do we need from $16.20 to $16.25? 1 nickel. And then how many quarters to get to $17? And then how many dollars to get to 20? So for number 1, for that first one, the number blanks should be this: 1 penny, 1 nickel, 3 quarters, $3. All right? Guys, I want you to try the next one on your own. $3.51 is the cost of the robot. They have given us $5. So you're going to start with pennies. How many pennies do you need to get to the next 5 or 10? How many dimes? How many quarters? How many dollars? Do it on your own. I'm going to give you a minute. And then we'll do it together and you can check your work. All right. All right, guys. What did you guys get? Obviously, I can't hear you. I'm sorry. It's just instinct. I want to know what your answers are, and you can't tell me. I'm hoping that you got 4 pennies, 2 dimes, 1 quarter, and $1. All right, did you get that? 4 pennies brings 351 to 355, 351, 52, 53, 54, 55. And then 55 plus 2 dimes is 65, 75. There's a 25 number, right? And then 1/4 is $4. And then another dollar is 5, okay? All right, guys, that's all the new stuff that we're learning today. Kind of easy, depending on how you look at it. Let's keep on going. Let's practice with 2. Now, it says to use the scale drawing to find the distances. Now, here is the important part. Look at your scale. This is the first time that our scale is not 1-to-1, all right? What's our scale? 1 inch is equal to 500 miles. So 1 inch is equal to 500 miles. So let's practice with this. So letter A, you need to find the distance from A to B. Remember, your label is going to be in miles from A to B. So get your ruler out. You're going to use your inches side, and you're going to measure from A to B. Measure from A to B. When you measure from A to B, did you get 2 inches? Awesome. So we're going to take that 2, and then we're going to multiply it by 500 because each of those inches is 500. So times 500. What is the distance from A to B? I'm hoping you got 1,000 miles, yeah? Let's try it again. B, distance from B to C. So this is, we're going to do the I, we, me, or I guess I, we, you model. So B, take a moment, go through and do it on your own, see if you can figure it out. B to C, measure it with your ruler, and then convert those inches into miles. What did you get? For B to C, it is 1 inch. 1 inch. So 1 inch equals how many miles? We know that from the scale, but you can do the exact same thing. 1 times the scale times 500 is 500 miles. All right, and then I want you to do C on your own. Distance from C to D. Using the exact same process that we're doing on the board, the multiplication, okay? Take how many inches, multiply it by the scale, which is 500, and that's your answer, okay? All right, guys, look at the back. Let's talk about the back. Now on the back, number 3, write the decimals your teacher says. Let's do that right now. Letter A is 0.3. 0.3. Letter B is 300ths. Write the decimal, 300ths. 300ths. Letter C, 0.003. Now there's 2 ways to say decimals. One is easier to write down than the other. We're doing both. 0.003 is fairly easy to remember how to write the decimal. But remember, when I'm saying it in fraction form, you still need to be writing the decimal. There shouldn't be any fractions on number 3. All right, and then D, 21 thousandths. What's the decimal form of 21 thousandths? And last but not least, letter E, 0.21. 0.21. 0.21. All right, let's look at the rest of the instructions. Now, you can use a homework pass on this if you'd like to. There's not much on this math page, but you're more than welcome to use a homework pass. However, if you are using a homework pass, you are not allowed, you have to do 1, 2, and 3 because we did those together, all right? If you're using a homework pass, you do not need to do 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8. If you're not using a homework pass, let's talk about those directions. Number 4 says plot the points and connect them. Find the average high temperature for these 6 days. So you need to plot the points, and then you need to connect them with a straight edge. Use a ruler. Use a piece of paper. Use a book. I don't care what you use, but your line needs to be straight. It shouldn't be freehand, meaning it shouldn't be curved, right? And then when you do, after you do the graph, you're going to find the average. So remember, you got to add all of those temperatures up and then divide by however many add-ins you have. Number 5, you're going to multiply. Number 6, you're going to divide and check. Number 7, find the answers. And then number 8, you're going to divide each of those numbers by 12. Okay? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right, guys, go ahead and get to work on that. I forgot to tell you there's no speed drill today. I'm sorry, I should have told you that in the beginning of class. Today was supposed to be a quiz day, and we're not doing quizzes. So no speed drill, no quiz. You guys just have your lesson, and it's a fairly easy lesson at that. So enjoy, and I will see you here in the next lesson or tomorrow. Goodbye.